breathe it, love it. All sports, double coverage.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Double Coverage. We hope you're still living, loving, and breathing sport. I am Dom with the great man Sauce. Lucky last episode of 2021.
Last episode of the year, Doma. It's been another grand year on Double Coverage.Media. We're going to round this one out. We're going to do something a bit different. That's if people jump in. We've sent the link to a number of people, and we invite everyone to come in and say g'day. If you don't know where to find the link, feel free to head to our Instagram, and you'll
chuck
find
it in
link
the comments.
In the story,
right,
and we'll also
Sauce.
chuck it in the comments as well. So yeah, feel free to jump in, hit that StreamYard link, and come in on the other side, and you can come on this side of the screen and come up with us and have a chat, and we'll talk to you and ask you some questions, and you can ask us questions if you want to. But Doma, final episode of the year. Let's see how this pans out.
Let's see how it pans out. It could be absolutely horrendous, and we could be on here for 5 minutes. But so it's pretty much a big thank you to everyone for the year and a give back to our community. We want you to jump in, and we'll ask you questions. You can ask us questions. We might get a few people from overseas potentially jumping in. If they do, then you can ask those people questions as well. But it's mainly just to jump in, what you loved about 2021 in the hobby, what you love to see in 2022, maybe a pickup that you had in 2021 that you're so happy about. Could be a PC card, could be a Grail card, just something that you've absolutely loved about this year in the hobby. So yeah, link is in the chat. It's in our Insta story. Feel free to jump up. We'll bring you up here on the big stage with myself and Sauce. You can actually speak to Sauce in person. You can ignore me as usual. That's the main thing.
I wouldn't ignore you with that haircut, mate. That's
Joel, what's happening? Yes, had a great Christmas filled with food, and now I'm on a 25-day diet. As my father-in-law says, Sauce, the 16-8 fast. He said I'm doing a 16-8, 16 days of no eating, and then 8 hours of eating on the 17th day. That's what he said.
That's a good one.
Maddie, let's go on here just to look at that frock on Dom's head.
Keep it coming, Maddie. Keep it coming.
Global's in too, which I think I brought up. I can't even remember. I've got short-term memory. Just struggle town at the moment. While we do wait for some people, Sauce, we can talk about a few things. We haven't got a full agenda. We're not running through the sports. We can give a few updates. Le Mans of the year it's running, mate. It is going red hot. We're down to the final 8, which looks like it's pretty much settled. So we'll be into the final 4 today on the polls, which will then give us our finalists, the last 2, which we'll vote on. Sauce and I on New Year's Eve in the morning, though, not at night, because Sauce and I are probably expecting to have a few scotches in our hands. But in the morning, we will be doing the Le Mans of the Year award ceremony. I have got the certificates done. Everything's ready to go out. I just need to literally write in the person who wins it based on who you vote as the Le Mans of the Year, Double Coverage family. So, exciting times, Sauce. Exciting times. Disclaimer, before I do throw to you, a lot of people have messaged and stuff and very happy about it, and they've asked us, do people get upset about it? It is a joke, and it's something, to be a bit lighthearted in the hobby. Obviously, I'm not going to mention who they are, but someone may have taken it to offense, have blocked us. Well, stiff shit. We actually don't care. We find that funnier than the nomination, to be honest. It's actually hilarious. Yeah. A lot of people have said, I know, Goldberg's a real great advocate of the award. He just loves it. It's just for the banter. And he said, you guys should get it for favoring LeBron over Steph Curry more, which is funny. But Sauce and I have always said, if there is another award out there, whether it's a Spud of the Year or something, I don't really know if anyone can come up with something. If we got nominated and we won it, we'd actually wear that with a badge of honor. So We'd have
Yep.
it up on the show every
We'd
week. We don't care.
suit up
actually
on
don't care.
the ceremony and would accept it with flying colours, Doma. Because
But your
I mean,
thoughts, Saucy, on obviously wrapping up the award, which not for anything we started this year and thought, yeah, it'd be a good segment, a bit of a laugh.
when we came up with it, like, we just like, let's do something a bit different. There are times where sometimes the award and the roasting that came with the award on the show was somewhat serious in certain circumstances when depending on what was what transpired, but all in all, it is meant to be a light-hearted gag award, essentially poking fun at some stuff. So, yeah, look, some people can take it, some people can't. Unfortunately, we've got some snowflakes in this society these days, Doma. So, there's not much you can do about those people. You just we brush it off. Hence why we said if anyone ever gives us award or nominates us for anything, we'll accept it with flying colors because we are very light-hearted people. We don't take stuff to heart. As you can see, people have been giving Dom a shit for the last two shows. Look, we came on today. Maddie's already given him shit about his hair.
It's not really giving me shit when they're calling me Brad Pitt last week and Chad
That's
Michael
Pedro.
Murray.
Yeah,
like
because you had people giving you shit, then you had Pedro calling you bloody Brad Pitt. I'm like, no wonder why your head's gotten bigger.
Yeah, come on. Like, it's not giving me shit. That's just like making me feel better about myself. I love that. Like, you get... I'm just bleaching my hair. The least you could do is just make me feel like this big. You should have said that. Yeah,
all in all, it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. They've done a good job down there at
Station 13. Station 13.
Station 13. There you go. Give him a plug.
Yeah. Joel said, a Le Mans should be appreciated. At least people took notice of your dumb takes. Exactly right. That's right. I could have got 25 nominations based on my F1 takes in the second half of the season. Really, I could have. Adam pretty much has given me an honorary Le Mans beats and breaks. He pretty much just said that was shit. That was so bad.
He gave it to you.
So, but in other news as well, Saucy, we were talking a bit off camera in the NBA regarding your boys. Free future bleaching. Yes, I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you anytime. That's my uncle's just jumped in. I think it's the first time you've seen it. There you go. Yeah, it's grown out a bit more. But the NBA, Saucy, I was talking about the Lakers' problems. Obviously, struggling. You couldn't even beat Brooklyn without any players except James Harden. Patty Mills dominated you on Christmas Day. It was great to see the Aussie. He's killing it. He's averaging career highs. I think he's got the third best 3-point percentage in
what did we say
the
in
league.
The preview to the NBA this season? Watch out, Patty Mills could have a career year. And well, what do you know? He is. And I mean, funny enough, I don't know whether the Lakers reached out and tried to get Patty Mills over Westbrook, but I'll tell you what, it would have been a much better fit because you've got a guy who's shooting top 3 in 3-point percentage in the league. Yet we're stuck with a guy who's shooting like 27% from 3 and in Westbrook. And so, look, I don't really know. I don't want to bring it back to the Lakers, but I just, as I said, in the current climate and the team that we've got right now, I just don't see how we are able to compete for the championship. The chemistry is not there. They made wrong moves, in my opinion, in getting rid of Caruso. He was a much better fit in playing off the ball and gelling with LeBron. We've seen that in the championship run. He had a very good chemistry, and he is a very good defender as well. So look, the front office has got some they've got some things to answer for, Doma, the front office down there at Lake Show. I just feel like they haven't put the team in the best spot to pretend.
Oh no!
To win another
You just glitched out there, mate. You probably need to do a re-explanation on how shit your front office is. Oh, he's gone struggle town. I'll just take over. Yeah, the front office has been very, very poor. Saucy was saying it that what happened was he saw a post on Hoops Nation and they pretty much said, this is the guy that you guarded like this in the bubble, which was Westbrook. You just left him open the whole time. And then that's the guy you added to your roster. So how does that make any sense? Saucy has struggled. He might have to jump out and jump back in, it looks like. But look who's here. Global's jumped in.
What's happening, brother?
How you going, bro? Going well?
Good to see you. Yeah,
Good to
mate.
see you too.
Just relaxing, no kids at the moment, so
yeah, he's got time. He's got time to jump in. It's been an awesome year. You've done some awesome stuff for the hobby yourself. Obviously, you had a meetup a few weeks ago. It was actually awesome to meet you in person, which was fantastic. Just a bit of a rundown just on that and a bit about yourself as well, Global, for people that may not know who you are.
Yeah, no dramas. Yeah, we caught up last week and had a bit of a laugh with you boys, bit of a bowl, and it was good to see a few of your boys in person because we haven't been able to catch up. So it's been fun. So just going back, just a normal collector in the 90s, just collecting all the junk wax and thinking we're set for life or keep these for a few years and happy days. But we all know that didn't turn out too well. But then just started up a little community on Facebook and it's blown up to about 5,000 members and just happy to help out people, just people can go on, jump on there and promote their stuff, what's going on, just free of charge, no charge here. So just happy to do it for the community, that's all. Like you said, just putting out content all the time for the community and having a laugh at the same time. So that's what it's about, having fun, enjoying
it. Exactly.
Some people out there just take it serious and forget about it. It's just a hobby at the end of the day. We want to make a bit of coin at the same time. We don't want to, go broke doing it. So, but we just have to remember that it's a hobby and it's all for fun. And we want to keep
right. And I think the gap has bridged definitely in the last few years since the big boom, with people here in Australia, people in Europe, people in the States, and everyone's starting to mingle together. And not for anything, it has been a global community, and not for anything, it's with technology, we're able to do things like this. If someone from anywhere in the world jumps in, they're able to jump in, have a discussion. The only thing that becomes the difficulty is the time zones. That's literally it. But it's so accessible now to get to any content creator and have a chat to them, have them jump on a podcast or even jump on an Instagram live and discuss the hobby. And if there's any issues or positive things out there that are happening, big sales, and it's just so much more accessible, which is fantastic for everyone.
Absolutely, man. It's a big community, especially in the States. We all know it's huge over there, and we wish it was a quarter of that here. But with COVID finishing, I think it's looking good in Australia. Cherry's building their brand; they're expanding, so I think it's in a good space at the moment. But we can only look onwards and upwards, I guess.
Exactly. Now we're going to try and get people in. Probably about 5 minutes, give them some time, definitely, and try and rotate it through. But just for yourself, 2021 highlight in the hobby.
I reckon the highlight was meeting you boys the other day.
Oh, that's good.
Jeez, I tell you what, my head's just gotten 3 times bigger right then.
and like that, like I can't wait for the hobby hangout. Just to meet everyone. Well, that's a lot bigger. So just excited for the catch ups and then just meet people. You know what I mean? And getting to know people on a personal level, like through the hobby, it's just amazing. Like, I've met some great friends, and I think you guys are awesome and on what you do, and it's just creating community. And like we've all done it tough this year, mainly with cards, and we've had losses and stuff like that. So it's all becomes real when I've taken a loss now. It's my first loss, and you think it's all roses until you you start losing money.
It was a bit like that going into 2020. When you were in 2020, you didn't matter what you bought. It was like going up, right? And everyone thought they were geniuses. But the tough times have come, and you've seen that when the tough times have come, some people have disappeared. And
100%.
then they're not here to stick around, or whether that be because they it's not as easy for them to make money in the market. But the people, the true collectors, and the people that enjoy doing this for fun and as a hobby, and then obviously the monetary value on top of that is like an added bonus. They're the people that are still around. They're the people that are keen for the shows. And I think that's the next level here in Australia, is getting those regular shows, because that creates the in-person interaction that you don't quite get that same interaction when you speak to people on the internet. So and it's just good to catch up and talk crap, as we said.
It's not the same experience, Source, getting abused by Panther in the DMs compared to when I actually meet him and he gives it to me. Like, it's so much better in person. It makes me feel wholesome. Like, getting roasted by him, it's elite. It genuinely is. That's what I love the most.
He's a work up for sure. He works me out sometimes. I think like he's having a crack. I take it.
He's funny. He's very funny. Pickup of 2021. What was your best pickup or your favorite pickup? It could have been a Grail PC card.
I've been big on Giannis, so I picked up just the base rookie card of his a select one, and it was one of my favorites. But I reckon the ones I've graded myself and got back, had some nice results with some grading. So yeah, it's just nothing too crazy this year.
Any cards in particular? Any grading companies in particular that you used? Did you diversify across the board, or did you stick with one?
No, just with PSA. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
It's coming back into the hobby. All the rave was PSA, and I got in early. So I didn't really spend all that crazy amount of money people are spending now.
I think people forget that if you were around early 2020, in that area, you could send cards off to Lane at PSA Australia subs for $27, $24 around, but somewhere between 22 Oz to 30 Oz a card. Not really breaking. That's not breaking the bank. It's very reasonable. I mean, now these days the minimum level is 100 USD. So that's what you're mentioning there. So yeah,
but I'm big on
people forget that.
I love the Revolution. Like, I came back into the hobby and I had some fun with a few Galactics. So yeah, I'm sticking to them. I've bought a few of them of late. But other than that, nothing too crazy. I like the mosaics in the prism mosaics. I reckon they're a nice card to look at. But other than that, nothing too crazy.
Very nice. Before I do ask you what you want to see in 2022, we've got a few in here. We might bring a few more people in. We can ask them the same questions. We can get a bit of a round table chat going on. So first and foremost, we'll bring in Joel. How you going?
Good. How are you guys?
Going well. And I'll tell you what, I've missed this guy so much. Genuinely missed him so much. I messaged him the other day just to see how he's going. He's been very busy. He is 1/3 of the Soccer Card Collective, and that is Azuro_cards. Dan, miss you, bro. How you going?
Long time no see.
Oh, no, it feels like an eternity. Genuinely an eternity. So, but it's good to see you're well and everything is going fine. I'll ask you, Joel, and I'll ask you, Dan, your 2021 favorite moment in the hobby.
I think for me it was the hobby hangout, which feels like it was years ago at this point. It's crazy to think that was at the beginning of the year, but yeah, for me it was definitely the hobby hangout. Like, it was such a great time to see everybody there, and just see stores to buy cards. Given I'm from New South Wales, there's not really too many places to actually physically see and buy cards. So it was nice to actually see things in the flesh before buying.
Definitely.
I would say starting some card collective with you guys, it was awesome, and definitely want to pick that up in the new year. It's just great to be able to talk soccer and talk soccer cards, which got a huge passion behind, and starting carnival breaks from scratch, and your guys' involvement in that as well has been amazing. So those two things have really opened my eyes on what the card market is and what it can be. Only been in it for about a year and a half, so it's been unreal.
Definitely. And pickup of 2021 for both of you. So start with you, Joel. Is there a pickup, a Grail card, or a PC?
I think for me, I've kind of been jumping into a few different things. I've always had a love of wrestling. So I picked up a few boxes of Chrome, which for me, that was kind of the highlight of the year. Great product and fun to rip. And it was just fun. So given it wasn't too expensive, I kind of wasn't spending my whole time opening things being like, am I going to, be down $800 here with nothing? Yep. For a $200 box, it was like, hey, if I don't hit anything, I've had a good time, which seems to be rare these days.
Yeah, it is funny that people always bring it back to like wanting to get their value out of the box, which is great. But if you find something that you can buy that's at a low price point, it is. If you get something brilliant, great. If not, don't feel as hard done by because you didn't spend $1,000 on the box. So yeah, look. I'm trying to think. I think I had a bit of Dragon Ball when I started opening a bit of Dragon Ball. They're not too expensive. You can get the boxes at a reasonable price. So I opened a bit of that stuff this year, and that was a fun rip for me. So like in that same category where you're not really spending and breaking the bank to buy a box, which is good.
Dan?
Myself, from a card point of view, would be the Del Piero on card auto. Mainly because of what he means for me as a player, and having him actually have signed that card just meant a lot. But the biggest purchase is without doubt the Formula One Topps Chrome boxes that we purchased started this year, and not only because there was that massive uplift, but because it was kind of like we were seeing things that the market wasn't really seeing with those boxes, and it was a $900 box when I bought it, and I thought that was steep with blowout, but pretty much double the money, and just seeing that meteoric rise and being part of that was unreal.
And I'll say it once again.
Yeah.
Cardboard was wrong on F1.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Hashtag cardboard was wrong on F1. Everyone put that in your hashtags if you're sharing any F1 cards, because we'll get that hashtag.
Don't talk about them anymore. They're not too fond of me, that's for sure. I can tell you that much. They've they unfollowed us and they're not happy with us at the moment. So
they unfollowed you.
Yeah, oh well.
That's fine.
It's a big loss to us. So massive loss. Junk Wax, sorry, bro. What's doing, fellas? Hope you had a Merry Christmas. We definitely did.
One sec.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just mute Global while he pops off. 2022. We're hoping it's going to be a lot bigger. I think we're expecting it to be a lot bigger. There's been a lot more partnerships that have definitely been happening within the hobby. So that gives it more scope to get larger. I'll bring Joel back up in here. But the question is, and I'll start with you, Dan, what do you want to see in 2022 in the hobby? It could be a personal thing. It could be an overall thing. Anything you guys you want to chat about?
I want to see it being a lot more accessible and a lot more reasonable to get boxes in Australia. That was the biggest bugbear that I found, being able to purchase overseas for a much cheaper price than you can get it here. that makes no sense to me whatsoever. And it'd be good to kind of see more retailers here break the monopoly that there is, unfortunately, in Australia, and kind of have direct access to Tops and Panini and be able to have a bit of competition. Because, I'm in the financial world, so I see monopolies all the time and how bad that they can potentially be and what that causes. And it'd be good to have a bit more competition, a bit more accessibility to us and really grow the hobby. We want more people involved, and the current prices and the current difficulty makes it less accessible to people.
Definitely, I completely agree with that. It's just like this X amount of people that have the product, and if you don't go through them, then you're screwed. As simple as that. So, what do you got there, Global?
Ship my cards, boys.
Oh, beautiful!
Just in today,
just now.
Good
Very
nice timing.
So you're ripping it right now, are you?
I think it's my actual SA sub.
Oh, you might have to rip it now. No, just kidding. You know me. I'm the worst person. I just try and convince. Oh, he's going to open it. So while he's opening it and going through it, Joel, 2022, what would you like to see? I'll just mute you, Alex, while you're opening it, so I don't hear the
I think it's the same thing, really. I think it's accessibility. Even just being able to get product at an okay price to open seems so rare. And, as I mentioned, kind of one of those things why I think a lot of people do start to diversify into different areas because, NBA becomes ridiculously expensive and hard to find. But then you see that filter through, and then, those prices start to jump up everywhere else too. So I think it's just being able to get product, and, it is great to see the hobby going crazy here. But it has meant that becomes difficult. I mean, even in the last, couple months, Optic kind of hitting retail here. If you weren't kind of on a Kmart page refreshing every 20 seconds, seeing where stock was, within 50 kilometers of where you weren't going to get any, which is a shame because that does cut out a lot of people kind of getting into the hobby as well. And people buying product because people are going and snatching that up as quick as they can, which we all want to do, but it just makes it hard. So I think accessibility is the big one.
Definitely. It's a recurring
we are
theme,
seeing in America cards popping up like in the most random stores everywhere. In freaking you're walking through Barnes and Noble or something, some store in America.
Barnes and Noble's elite.
Never sold cards before, and now they're selling cards. And
cheap pops there as well.
I think I saw someone pick up Optic in a pharmacy in the States.
So like that's the accessibility we're talking about. Like we want to be able to walk into 7-Elevens. We want to be able to walk into news agents and be able to buy a pack of cards, and get them to put that stuff behind the counter. So it's like whatever it may be. So people can't just like clear the shelf, and it's more like going in there to buy a few packs or going in there to get your $1 7-Eleven coffee and buy 3 packs of Optic or something like that. I think that's the point that we need to be able to get to. And we've had people talking about that. Josh Luber when he's been saying that he wants to be able to get that point that people can walk into stores and buy. But Fanatics is a long way away. So if we've got to wait 4 years for that point, it's going to be a hard trek, because if we've got more of what we've had in the last 12 months to look forward to, where every product is just astronomically priced pretty much, and the access to retail is very, very difficult, and big retailers here such as eBay and Zing are just continually upping their prices. What's it going to be next year? Blaster boxes from them on pre-order are going to be $80, $90. They've gone up consistently over the last 14 months. I used to buy them for $35 from the same store. Now they're $70. So you tell me what industry where something goes up to 100%, double in 12 months. Like it's ridiculous, when the actual value with inside the boxes has not really changed, and so
if anything, it gets more watered down source.
gets more watered down because there's more supply. So you tell me how the boxes can now be worth $70. It just
But
becomes a greed factor.
with variants too, it's like you got one set, for example, the year before you got, we'll say 30 color variants, and we'll say 5 1-of-1, like parallels of the card in the product. And then the following year, they're charging you the same, if not more, but the rarity is becoming scarcity because now you got like 45 different color parallels, and the 1-of-1s have gone up to 30 different 1-of-1s. Like, it's just watered down. It's 1-of-1 doesn't mean what a 1-of-1 meant in the past. It's definitely changed, in my opinion, because I've seen it. I've definitely seen it. We've got a new person jumping in. Dan, how you going?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm going well, going very well. We've got James just in the comments as well. We had a great Christmas. Hope you did as well. We're just talking about 2022. I'll just get Alex's take and then I'll jump to you, Dan. But Global, what do you want to see in 2022 for the hobby?
I'm pretty much the same as you guys. I just want to see more shows and more events. Pretty much just to meet up with guys, to build a community, to actually put some faces to some Facebook names. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, just that basically, and getting some more product, like the boys were saying, accessibility to some awesome product, retail, like just going into your local 7-Eleven and just grabbing a pack, like a pack of footy cards that they have there, sort of thing, like, but the same sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully onwards and upwards in the card, but we'll see how we go.
Definitely.
Can't wait for Fanatics, so it'll all change in a few years' time.
It's going to be interesting to see how they go with that transition and what they do. The rumor is they're potentially just going to buy out the companies so they can use their products, pretty much use them to manufacture goods for them so they can sell them. So we'll see what happens in that space. But I will jump over to Dan Howell Cards. Happy to have him in. We've interviewed him earlier this year, which was awesome. Since then, he's bought some even more bangers, which he always sends cards to me and says, Saucy will be jealous of this one, or comment. And don't worry, Saucy is definitely jealous of some of the cards because he PCs Lakers, any Lakers cards, autos, patches, relics, colored, numbered, you name it. He collects it. So I'm going to ask you your 2021 favorite moment and 2021 favorite pickup.
Oh, mate, that's a hard one, eh? Favorite moment. I don't know. It's probably a lot of people would say this is just meeting new people and just talking about the hobby. Like, I don't know. I just find that the best part of it. I would love to get to a hobby hangout, but the one in Sydney, I think it got cancelled because of COVID. Not too sure if that's right or not, but I definitely wasn't able to get to it. I'd love to get to one this year. Meet some people, put some names to faces. But favorite pickup, oh, that's a hard one. It'd probably be the recent one I got. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I got a Shaq Cornerstones on card auto. It's a pretty good one. It's got like 4 different coloured jerseys on it, and then it's got the on card, and I got the most likes on my Instagram. So I think that's probably the best one, eh?
I like it. Yeah, no comment. He's got some very nice cards, Dan, which is awesome. Joel had to leave. He apologizes. All good, Joel.
That's the one.
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird situation, eh? Like, I decided that I had heaps of Kobe graded rookies. I'd been talking to Source a little bit about it. I had heaps of raw ones and I was changing them over to graded. But I made a decision to just focus on autos. So I sold all of my Kobe graded, and as I was selling it, this card just popped up on one of the groups. I'm like, I've got the money. I might as well just pull the trigger, eh? Like, I'm not going to have this money to spend on the card like every day of the year. So I just pulled the trigger and just snagged it for a pretty decent price.
Yeah, it's a nice one, mate. I will
It's a very
say
nice
that.
one.
I know. I'm on the lookout for hopefully get a Shaq on card order at some point, as well. So, but that's I love the cornerstones. I've got a
Jay Lee
HGA
with
in the
the,
cornerstones as well.
Jay Lee with the congrats. Appreciate it. You're doing great things as well in the hobby. Amazing things. So thank you very much to Sports Card Live. Awesome to have him jumping in today. All right, boys. Dan Howell, what do you want to see in 2022 in the hobby? And we'll open up a bit more.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, because I don't know, something that's a bit different. Like, I'd like to see a product kind of like some sort of throwback product would be cool, like something that has really cool inserts, like the 90s flare metal and stuff, like something that was, I don't know, maybe the biggest chase isn't the rookies, maybe it's like just a sort of insert or something. Like they kind of got it with the kabooms and the downtowns and all that sort of stuff, but just a product that's, I don't know, like some sort of throwback, like nostalgic sort of product. I don't know if that's the go these days or what, but I love seeing old cards, and just the inserts back in the day were heaps better, like this, the flare metal and that sort of stuff. Something like that would be cool, but I don't know, something different that's not like, I don't know. I feel like the products, or some of the products that are out like this year, they're just kind of just been thrown out there. Just that, like something that put some deep thought into it would be good, just before they change over to Fanatics, and then I don't know, just it could be endless possibilities with that. But and a good hobby hangout, hopefully a non-COVID disrupted hobby hangout would be great.
That'd be awesome. Global Azuro, any thoughts on that? A vintage product, Dan? You can even relate that to soccer as well. Bit of info in that market for people that are listening.
Yeah, there were some amazing products before everyone turned their attention to soccer, and you just can't find it anymore. The nobility, I know they can't really, I don't know how they're doing on-card autos these days, but that was incredible product back then. So I'd love to see that come back into soccer. We're just not seeing that with the burn and churn in the game at the moment. So a bit more care in that high-end product would be good to see, instead of just the standard immaculate every year.
Yeah, definitely.
Global. Go on, Alex.
With the future, I reckon Fanatics will probably buy out Upper Deck, so we might have accessibility to some of them older products like Skybox and Flare and all that sort of stuff. So I wish we can see some of that new style look on the old product. So something like that, something like Skybox, something like Flare for the old Flare Ultras. They had some sick inserts back in the day, and just to be a bit more inventive with stuff, not same old bloody like vomit color blast and stuff like that. It's just so boring.
I think it definitely is getting a bit like that at the moment.
Tell me, how many years of Kaboom do we need? Like, let's be honest. Like, it's got to the point where they've watered down the Kaboom that much. Like, this is what they do with Kabooms. Like, and I think this is what they've done perfectly with the new Donruss Soccer Road to Qatar set. They've gone, how do we make this a chase? How do we make a chase in this? Oh, Panini, someone at Panini's gone, fuck it, let's throw a Kaboom in there. That will get people excited. Yeah. That's what they've done, and people think this is the greatest product. You've got Kabooms in it.
And Marvels in there, like
whatever, Marvels. Mate, we've seen this shit before. What I want to see is I want to see Panini come up with ideas that you have an exclusive, this product, you can only get this product in soccer. This product isn't in NFL. This product's not in basketball. It's not in freaking UFC. This is a soccer exclusive, and do the same thing for UFC. Do the same thing for basketball. I think there's too much watering down of the products throughout. Yes, you're going to have your set products, your select, your Prism, probably some of your high-end stuff. But at that high-end level, like, do something different. Instead of
the best thing to source on that is like using, I'm not going to insult people's intelligence, but at Panini, but it just makes sense, doesn't it? It's like common sense says that a World Cup comes around every 4 years. So if you have an insert in a product that you can get only every 4 years, it makes it extremely rare. And then you can price it at whatever the hell you want to price your your box at, because it's like you can only get this insert, this numbered card, this card in a parallel version every 4 years when a World Cup rolls around. So within the next 4 years, you have to pretty much fight tooth and nail just to try and get that card because it's so rare, and that puts a value on the card, on the product.
Helps the overall
Like, it
product.
just makes
Like,
sense.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, that's
kaboom,
right. I
it's
just
like, all right,
don't think
whatever.
there's much thought going into some of this stuff. It's getting very
It's safe.
Yeah, bit safe. Yeah, that's right. They're like, oh, this has worked in the past. Let's just do it. And I mean, and you know what? I can't sit here and be like they're not selling boxes, because they are. Like people are still buying this, buying it up. And I'm not saying that there isn't some cards in there. Like, not for instance, out of that road to Qatar, since someone pulled a number 10, Palais auto, the beautiful game. It's just an unreal card. It was just a nice card with the gold border. It just fit perfectly with him wearing the Brazil jersey. And it was a beautiful card. So don't get me wrong. You've also got other bangers in there like that look brilliant. I think that beautiful game is a really nice set. I really appreciate it. I think it's just a nice, clean look. So, there are things that they are doing on the other flip side, but I think they could be a bit more inventive with the wheel. Sorry.
I feel like just blaming COVID for a lot of things, like National Treasures putting a jersey, just like chucked on like 8 jerseys top of it all at once, and then it's used, whatever, but it's not game worn. And they're putting stickers on everything saying, they can't get the signatures and because of COVID and this and that. It's just on these high, people spend thousands and thousands on these boxes, and they're getting the minimal value out of it, in my opinion.
I think it goes back to, if people are buying it, then, what incentive is it for them to take the risk to increase the quality? I think we just as a community need to show these companies that we're not going to put up with shit, and we're not going to pay for these incredible prices if, they're not producing the product.
I love that.
Buying it.
Yeah. I was going to say, I love that thought process behind it, but unfortunately it's never going to be the case, because the moment that a whole hobby says I'm not buying the product, that small few amount of people will be like, well, I'm going to buy it so I can sell it on the secondary market. So they'll buy it just to flip it anyway. So it's a money-making machine for Panini regardless of what they do at the moment. Adam, just in the comments, hope you had a great Christmas and an epic New Year. I saw you jump in down below.
He was at the beach. He was
Adam,
dedication. I love it,
sorry,
Adam. He's at the beach and he's tuning
talking.
in. He's at the beach on his wetsuit on, having a surf, and he's tuning into our podcast. That's the dedication.
Appreciate it. James is about to jump in as well. First time we're seeing James. How you going?
How's it going, guys?
Nice to finally see you, meet you virtually, but
yeah,
doesn't matter. Finally meeting. Adam said there'll be a COVID special card next year, like a patch, but a bit of swab of the player on the card. It'd be something different, he says. Adam, it's pretty much COVID special cards, and that's like what the boys, what Global was saying. It's pretty much the jerseys are the COVID specials. Oh, so we've got a box. Are you going to rip that, James? Or
I could rip it if you want.
I think you will. But I think what we'll do is we'll get
Global. Love it.
Yeah, we'll get Global to run through his PSA sub.
All right, let's do
Had
it.
him waiting there. We can give our comments on that. Here we go. Made him big. And let's go for it.
Start with the top one. I have had a look at these like online, but obviously I just got these, so here we go. We've got one for you, Saucy. What's that?
THT. Put him in the bin. It's a good coaster.
Got a 9. It's a hollow. Hollow 9. So there we go. That's the first one. All right.
There's going to be a bit of flame in here, I can see.
John Morant.
Morant, 9. Oh, not bad. In the green
Is that
flood.
a green? Yeah, nice.
Green flood. Don Russ. Did you pull a lot of these yourself,
Yeah.
Alex?
Yeah, pulled a lot of them and bought all of these back in like early 2020. And I've been waiting for these since November 2020. So fucking over a year.
Wow.
Joe Morant pink.
Oh, nice.
The
I
9.
love John Morant, so I just reckon he's a gun.
And I was PCing this guy, obviously, because I go for the Warriors. Paschal Court Kings.
He's gone now, isn't he? Where did he get traded to?
I can't even tell you, actually. He did leave, though. I haven't even seen him this year, so I'm not sure if he's injured or not. All right, this is what I pulled myself. TJ Warren, 1 of 1 in Court Kings.
Oh, Jimmy Bucket's son, right there.
1
I
of
love
1.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's a nice car. Can you flip that around again, Global?
No, it's just a base.
Core King stock's so nice. I like the.
So, yeah, I was happy to pull that.
That's nice.
People don't usually grade 1 of 1s because, I just wanted it in a case and it got a 10. So I was like, look at that. And we got another Paschal.
Yeah, Spectra.
Oh, Spectra. I love Spectra.
Nice.
Oh, this is out of 25. Dominic Wilkins.
Got the 9. That's out of Mosaic, the Hall of Fame. Not
25.
bad.
I pulled that myself as well. Here we go.
Silver.
Kobe White.
You're going to have to wait for him to start getting some more minutes before you get
Yeah.
Kobe
I
White.
reckon it'll be all right. Apologies to anyone that is listening in audio format, but definitely jump onto the YouTube when you get time and have a look at these cards. Very
Paschal.
nice.
Pascal. Another Pascal.
Maddie said Paschal is at the Jazz at the moment.
Yeah, he's at the Jazz.
Yeah.
Not getting too many minutes.
10. Nice.
10 in the
Infinite
red.
Another Paschal.
Oh, I could see you. You've gone big on the Paschal,
Should
unfortunately.
have done a pull, hey.
Yeah, oh, well.
I went the wrong way about that, but oh well. Then we've got my man Curry here. Marvels.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, the Marvels are good. Everyone likes the Marvels. Best look, and that was the first Marvel set they did. It was the best one, and now they've tried to, flood it into other products, and it's just not as good. Just doesn't pop as much.
Another
John
draft.
Morant, 10. It's a 10 in the Infinite. Beautiful. That's a good one.
Nice.
I love John Morant. I can just look at his cards all day.
Another draft.
Yes.
10. We've hit a few 10s here on John Morant. Happy with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, with their harsh grading down at PSA at the moment. So
Yeah, I did do all right out of this sub.
everyone's
Did
getting
right.
sixes.
We haven't
apparently.
seen any 8s and 6s and 7s. Apparently, that's the report. It's Kendrick Nunn.
Kendrick Nunn.
It'd be nice for him to come back and actually play some games.
Numbered out of 40.
Lakers.
Oh, at 40. Nice.
Well,
Jay Lee likes the Steph. I do too. Oh, LeBron.
That's a nice imagery. That's nice
sick.
imagery.
I've never seen that card.
What's that? The paint? Points in the paint.
Points in the paint.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a note of that.
I like the imagery on that.
Yeah, I pulled that myself. Remember that one too.
It's a nice card. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's pulled Brandon Clark. Oh, no.
Fro, underrated player, the Fro.
If
Love this bloke.
If you're wondering on that reaction on the Brandon Clark, Saul showed me a PSA 10 that sold for $1.25 on eBay, and I said to Saul it should have sold for 99 cents.
And
Like it was too expensive. $1.25 was too much.
out of 10.
Jared Allen, that's
there you
all.
go. There's a few Jared Allen collectors out there, so definitely if you want to sell that, you'll be able to move that for sure.
Collect Nick Claxton Global, or
Uh,
he posterized LeBron, so now he's like the hot thing in the hobby. Oh, that's nice. 10?
10.
To be honest.
We got
a few 10s in here, Alex.
Oh, there he
There you
is. Zion 10, Mosaic
Zion.
base.
Look, guys, Zion, he's washed up, no good. If you want to sell his cards cheap, autos, I'm buying. Feel free to DM me. He's no good. He's a bust.
I'll tell you what, in all honesty, yeah, I know you got a lot of Paschal that's been graded, but you've graded some nice Paschal cards.
Yeah, I try to stick to the rare numbered sort of
That was
style.
nice. You got a 10 on that, so
That's at an 85.
yeah.
Got Cam Reddish.
Least he didn't.
Oh,
Least he
he's
didn't send
balling.
in a whole bunch of
That's my boy.
prison base.
He's balling out now. Cam Reddish.
He's no good, mate. He's no good.
Yeah,
That's
he's
for some
balling out
people.
now. Like DeAndre Hunter. He's always injured. Silver Prism. But he's all right. Those guys are okay because they're prospects. They'll be okay. They'll get better.
Cam Johnson. I don't know why I sent that in. Got a 10 at least.
He's okay. He's got a good physique. Like, he's got a big body. Like, he can develop into a really good defender, Cam Johnson.
He's a good defender. Wee, banger.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that Genesis, is it?
Yeah.
Bang. You pulled that yourself.
Paddy Mills.
That's a keeper. I like that.
Paddy Mills goes all right.
Yeah, those Genesis aren't easy to get, mate.
Yeah, they're hard to pull.
That's a banger.
Oh,
Well
yes. There we go.
10.
You selling?
Yeah.
Nice.
LeBron James.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with
And-
LeBron parallels, grading them. There's always people out there wanting to buy them.
Kobe White Silver.
Oh, no.
Yeah, probably when you said this, Kobe White was hot. You know?
Yeah, he would have been hot. But the problem, that's the whole thing with the turnaround times, like we've said. Like, you'd be waiting and another 10 Zion base mosaic.
Bang, bang.
Adam likes the Paddy Mills Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
He's happy about that one.
Banger again. Another 10. Got
Another
3.
10.
10.
Matty says he's got an Optic Gold Wave PSA 10 Paschal. The
Nice.
Terrence Mann. Good in the
Okay,
playoffs
not bad,
last
Terrence
year.
Mann.
Another, Genesis.
Cam Johnson. Not bad.
Oh, bit of Jar Love.
Oh, that's nice. In the green. Yeah, Saucy was telling people to buy that green variant of Zion. So,
Jar.
Oh, it's a variation.
Yeah.
yeah.
Another Jar.
Jar galore at the moment.
Yeah. He's the man. And lucky last.
Cam Johnson.
And that's
Fast break prism.
so yeah,
Not
done
bad.
right.
That's good. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Actually, don't mind that. Pretty good
Yeah.
sub overall.
Yeah, it
stuff,
was,
mate.
So,
I think it was about 32 cards, and I got about 18 10s, and I think I got about 3 8s. So the rest 9s. So not too
Nice.
bad.
Pretty good, mate. Some good stuff in there. Let me know if you want to sell that LeBron James Masters.
No dramas.
yeah, let's get James up nice and big, saucy. Live
All right.
rip
Yeah.
on the new Dom Russ soccer. There's
There
the
it is.
kaboom
The
on the
road
side.
to Qatar. All right, come on. As much
All
as
right.
I talk shit, if he does actually hit a kaboom in here and it's an Mbappe or a Messi or a Ronaldo, I might just look.
I love
stream-
live rips because we're gonna give the breakers reactions on the big hits.
All right. This
Just
is my
start
first
yelling.
time ripping a box live, so already struggling.
There's no pressure.
No pressure, mate. No pressure at all.
Feel
Right.
free, anyone else that does want to jump in as well. I'll put the thing back in.
Here we go.
Oh, Pedro. What's happening?
So I'll just hold them up here. If anyone knows some of these players, hang on, just get down there. Juan Cuadrado, Kocha, Marcelo. Oh, Messi.
Oh,
Messi.
Yeah,
Even
nice.
though it's a
Bring
base.
bring the cards back towards you a bit, mate.
Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it. Perfect.
That's
Perfect.
it.
Perfect.
Perfect. There we go.
Oh,
Alright,
nice. Here we
Hazard,
go. Oh, Brant.
Insidious.
Oh, Vinny.
Vinicius.
Oh, here we go. Rated rookies. Back around. Don't know who that guy is.
De Gea.
I'll put it down. There you go.
Milik. Kangan Lee.
It's quite a lot here, so I'm just gonna
Cycle
I'll
through.
stop on the rookies.
Yeah, we're gonna stop on the rookies or the hits.
Don't know. Okay. Anyone know him?
Vina.
Vina?
Nah.
Nah, no idea who
Don't.
he is.
Here we go.
Oh, Messi.
Brozovic, Messi. There we go.
De Gea.
That's in the optic.
Come on, blue.
So they've got optic in there and just the standard Donruss too.
Bergwijn.
And
Bernardo Silva is
Kraftman,
dominating at the moment.
retro series.
Oh, is that
Thomas'
Frankie?
favorite card.
No, it's
It was
not. It's still it.
Press proof.
Oh, press proof of Hong Min
Hung
Sun.
Min Sun.
That's no, that's Lukey. Lukey loves those cards. It's his favorite.
Zero gravity.
Zero gravities. He loves that
Yep.
shit.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate because the zero gravity they did in basketball set last year was really good.
Another rookie. Munoz.
No.
Here we go.
Live rips. We love this. Rookie.
Karol Swiderski.
I'm not sure who that is either. Andre Silva.
Not bad.
Another rookie. Don't know that guy.
Norman. Matthias Norman.
Another rookie.
Can't help you there, mate.
No.
Window.
Forsberg. There we go. Back to the optics.
Yeah, these would
Kovacic.
probably be.
Graven Birch.
I'm
Saka.
surprised he didn't get a rookie
Pedri.
card on the Gravenberch.
I don't know who that is. Ferran Torres. You've just picked some great players just then in there.
Oh,
There we go.
that's Hollow, I think. Oh, Prism, they're calling it.
Brian Reynolds.
Alright.
Could be anything. Is he American?
Yeah, it's United States. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I'd definitely sleeve that
one
up and
All right.
definitely
Sleeve it
like,
up.
if it's American, you
Bellingham.
never know.
Oh,
Oh, Marvel, sorry. Pizarro.
oh. Tolisso and other Marvels.
Yeah, you get a few marvels in there.
Oh, okay.
So someone on the.
So we're looking for Messi and Ronaldo and obviously it'd be Haaland in there.
Yeah, let's get ask James those few questions, mate. We can get his response while we're cycling through this. If we hit any bangers, we can stop on it.
Yep.
Dama.
Yeah, definitely.
So James, what would be your highlight in 2021 of the hobby?
I guess for me, I just got back into it in May, so I'm pretty fresh
All right,
faced
there we
still. I haven't
go.
done a full year of releases. So yeah, it's just getting back into it. I bought a Jordan BGS 6.5 rookie card from PWCC.
Beautiful.
So that was big. That was a big purchase, but it was.
Mate, you've gone straight to the top, mate. Which is
Getting in there, getting into that market is the first step. Doesn't matter about the grade. Like if the top card goes to $1 million,
Yeah,
million
that's
five, million eight, $2 million, it's going to raise the price of everything else. So
yeah, this was one of my childhood, I guess. Grail.
there's my boy Frankie.
I bought a rookie
Calvin
ticket of
Lewin?
his the other day. I tagged you in it.
I did say that. I got no money to spend on cards at the moment, so also else I'll be killed.
Too much money buying presents.
Yeah,
It's a lot of cards.
Boyata.
So they're stacked. Those.
Give us a kaboom. Give us a kaboom. Come on.
Yeah, we want a kaboom.
Or just even a nice Marvels. That'll be good.
Yeah,
Like a
press proof
Ronaldo.
Marvels would be nice.
Yeah, press proof Marvel would be very nice. In the Ronaldo. I should get the thing.
Nah, in the true goat, Messi.
Shut up. Fucking true goat.
So I was lucky to get this box at the Cherry pre-sale for $280.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Great
pretty good
get.
price. That's a very good price.
I saw it there and I was like, all right, I'll take a box.
Yeah, I mean, that's the choices that you've got to make when you're buying product. If the price seems decent, that's when you buy it and you rip it. Yeah, might not hit anything massive, but it's better than spending $500 on the box and you feel even worse.
We need an auto in here for him. A nice auto.
I don't know if the boxes you're guaranteed an auto in there.
Signature series. We want Maradona.
Yeah, you can get Maradonas in this box, which is just amazing. Yeah. He must have done a pretty decent signing before, obviously his passing.
Ronaldo. You can get Donny van der Beek autos in here.
Are you having a look at the checklist, are you?
Yeah, I've just got it up here. Doku? Was that Doku? I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
Doku.
Doku, my boy. Hasn't had much
Marvel.
opportunity this season.
Torres press proof.
Yeah, nice.
Bad.
Kit Kings, Kit Series. What do we got?
Not bad.
91 Tribute, Craftsman. Kabooms. All right, this is who we can get. Messi, Havertz, Vinny, Mbappe, Modric, Lewandowski, Sancho, Zlatan, Fati, Neymar, Ronaldo, Son, Pogba, Saka, Frankie de Jong, Haaland, Felix, Donnarumma, Rodrigo, and David Beckham in the Kaboom. He's not a bad one. Get a press proof. Who we got there? Rodriguez.
Tell you what, Zion cards are so cheap, Dom. It's ridiculous.
Dembele.
Dembele? Yeah, he's okay. Dembele.
Is that that's a gold, is it?
It's got a gold, like the Marvels is in gold.
Okay,
but it's not
in gold,
numbered.
But it's not. All right, so you can the press proof is the numbered ones.
Still a few packs left.
So we've literally pulled a whole bunch of these Marvels. Don't worry, mate. It means we're going to get something big. How many packs are left, James?
Still 5 packs.
Nah, we've got plenty of time to pull Ronaldo and stuff. Frank said that was a press proof of the Dembele.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because it looked shiny, so I thought might be half decent card. I got no idea with the rookies what they've done in this set because we never went through the checklist in this. Because when we did preview this, there was no official checklist out at the time, Doma. So we didn't go through and have a look. But I think what's going to hold the product is obviously being able to get Maradona autos in here. There's obviously Beckham autos potentially, Pele I've seen, and then obviously I'm assuming they're going to have Ronaldo autos in there, and I don't know. This is the thing, Mbappe doesn't sign anything. So you got the youngest star, the next generation, and he just doesn't sign anything.
Is he contracted to anyone, or is he just doesn't sign?
I am not familiar. I'm not familiar. I mean, we have floated the idea to someone
There's Lukey's boy
out there, and for him to potentially get on as one of his new or someone in 2022. So we did float the idea with Tyson Beck to potentially get Mbappe because if he did get on-card autos of Mbappe, it'd be the first stuff he's ever signed. It'd be essentially like his rookie signature.
I think he's got immaculate stuff or flawless, like very early on. Oh, let me double check that.
early products would be like what 3 years ago.
I think so, but he hasn't done anything. Oops.
Ronaldo optic.
Ronaldo base.
No, it's all patches.
Here we go. Ronaldo Marvels. There we go. That's what you need. Yeah, so you see how that one's like silver on it, and then the other ones are gold on the Marvels. I think the gold ones are like
the press proof,
like a press proof. So I think it's a better variant.
All right, 3 packs left.
Pedro said there's a lot of Marvels on eBay already. There would be. The variants and stuff are what you need.
Splash opened, I think, 2 boxes, and he got like 23 Marvels out of the 2 boxes.
Far out. There's 20 in the set.
Yeah, so they've stacked it with Marvels.
Yeah, so maybe there isn't any. It's all patches and stuff for Mbappe.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've never seen any autos, or I would have tried to buy one.
Old Killian.
Like, I'm pretty sure you can get autographed balls and autographed jerseys.
He's gone to Madrid, mate. He'll be at Madrid. Chesney. Oh.
We check.
Is that a gold? Oh, no. Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich. Like Josh Kimmich, good player. Down there in the powerhouse that is Bayern Munich. He's a freak.
Second last pack. Hopefully I get an auto.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Hopefully they don't do you dirty.
Come on.
Oh.
That's his auto. James Ward.
Free kick specialist.
Patch.
Relic.
Oh
patch.
No, that's not a good sign.
He's a good free kick taker, James.
That's not a good sign, James.
Good for the fantasy team.
Yeah, he's a great free kick taker.
Mbappe base.
Get him in. Ashton's, Cardboard, Circus. What's happening? Thanks for jumping in.
Yo, how you going, fellas?
Good, good.
Hey.
Like, my alarm went off and said you guys were live, so I had to knock off the dusty hangover, wipe the eye, kick the daughter out of the room because she was sleeping. But I'm here.
Good to have you on board, mate.
Thanks
to have you on board.
in.
Thanks, fellas.
It's the last pack.
Last pack mojo. Come on.
I'll turn these around.
Now, I'll tell you what, Sauce. It's living up to its name that I gave it. Rotas Qatar very quickly here.
Oh, there we go. Hang on. Who's he got? Auto. Who's that? Lee Dixon. All right. Beautiful. I'm telling you, that beautiful
it's
game
a nice
set.
card.
It's a nice looking set. You can get the David Beckham's on there. You can get Maradona. There you go. That's your auto. Lee Dixon.
Good stuff.
But yeah, let's go.
Nice clean design.
Yeah, I like
That's nice. Some of those cards are very, very nice. Just the zero gravities. I'm not a fan at all. Retro specs. Here it is. Net Marvels again. And Kante.
Unfortunately,
to end it.
no big Ronaldo's, Messi's, Mbappe's, Haaland. They even got Haaland in there as well.
It's okay.
All right.
Your thoughts on it, James?
I got it at a good price. It's a lot of cards. Net Marvels are pretty cool, but didn't get a big hit, but it was a bit of fun.
Bit of fun. Yeah.
Probably won't buy another box.
And that's how you feel when you don't spend I mean, I think the release prices after that, they were getting close to $400 a box, something like that. I've seen, their later releases as they do that cherry, they release it a bit cheaper and a bit more expensive. It's getting up to the 400. I mean, I'll tell you what, if I paid over $400 and I got that box, I'd be fuming. But around the $300 mark, you're not that upset. You still got an auto, you got a relic in there, a few Marvel cards. And I mean, it depends on the road that happens now with grading. You never know; those Marvels might be an option to grade them, and you can see what happens there. But thanks very much for ripping that on stream, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Appreciate
it. Very nice way to end the year. Had a PSA sub, had James ripping Domros. Very nice. But Ashton, I'll move to you. Ask you a few questions, just a bit about yourself and your thoughts on 2021 in the hobby. So favorite moment or card that you picked up?
Oh, okay. Yeah, favorite card. I can actually show you that.
Nice.
Where is it? Okay, it's in the Giannis case. So yeah, favorite card. Well,
I like that.
I never had a Kobe autograph. So I was kind of, Stash Man. Yeah, the guys at Gold Coast. Yeah, they came over and we're having a chat, and he showed me a card. I'm like, oof, that's a good card. He wanted one of my cards, so we end up making a cheeky trade.
Oh, there we go. We like to hear that.
Here we go.
Trade.
One of the biggest one-of-one card trades that I've ever done. So
hang on, I
got this.
Oh.
Who's on the bottom? KG.
KG.
Yeah, Kobe and AG. 010, 9 out of 10. So I traded that straight for a Luka Doncic Noir rookie auto out of 5. But
wow,
that I saw that and I just about creamed myself. Like that is just something special.
Yeah, it is. That's signed on the jersey and the jersey.
That is
in there.
signed
is that right?
on the jerseys, correct.
Okay, that is unique. That's what I mean, man. You're not getting, what's Panini ain't making stuff like that these days. That's what we're saying. There's no creativity with some of the Panini stuff. Like,
exactly. The most creative they've gotten is chucking some shadow box variations and stuff like that. And that I'm a sucker for acetate, shadow box. Metal, that kind of stuff, and they'll get me a bit with that. But they haven't even put out a good shadow box in a while. Like I think Flea Metal actually has a better one with that geode looking thing.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
Like that's sick.
They tried to do it with 1-on-1. It doesn't look that brilliant, does it?
No, they missed the mark with a lot of them. What about the colors on some of the autos, the pens? Like gold on.
I still can't believe the in 1-on-1 the Luka timeless moments where the pens pretty much the inks run out.
Yeah, the invisible auto.
You're literally hitting that card and you can't even see the Lulu auto. It's a disgrace.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying about QC. That's horrendous. That should not be passed through.
And when you're talking that kind of high-end product and you're only talking 2 cards per, it's not like it's too hard for someone to actually look at every card that goes past.
Exactly. Well, they usually there's a rep that when they get the cards back, they go through them.
Must have been his lunch break.
Or there's a rep there when he signs the cards live. They literally look over the shoulder of the athlete. So it's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
What do you want to see in the hobby in 2022?
I think it'll pretty much be the same as everyone else. Get these bloody events happening. Get the hobby happening. Get packs into people's hands that want to. Because if you're not getting packs in your hands for 6 months, you're leaving the hobby. You lose an interest. If you can walk into anywhere, let's say yes, it's going to be overproduced and over printed. Yes, but it's going to be there. And if you can just pick up a pack when you're filling up the car, you get that feeling back. And if you can do that once a week, you're going to hang in. If not, 100%. I think a lot of people are going to drop out or fizz out in 6 months.
I agree. James, with you for 2022, I don't know. I forgot if I asked you, but what you want to see?
Yeah, I guess just want to get that product availability. Start getting the 2022 releases. I know they've started now with Hoops and Donruss, but catch that up and space it out a bit. Make sure we get product to rip at an affordable price. That's
Definitely.
wishful thinking.
Which is I was about to say it's always it's the big dilemma in the hobby right now, isn't it? And that's why Joel said earlier you probably venture off to different sectors, another sport or maybe entertainment cards and some other stuff. I mean, I'll just give a little shout. DC cards. You can go pick up some DC cards there.
Yeah, I jumped into Pokemon 2 years ago because you couldn't get any B-balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing, just to touch on sources there, with the DC cards, I pretty much want to put it out there. Saucy had a box. We saw what happened with the Impel Marvel boxes. They went to the moon, and these are Impel DC cards, if I'm pretty sure, Source.
Yep, Impel DC.
Here's the box.
These you can buy
Cosmic
these. Literally
cards.
buy these on eBay right now. It's a 1991 box. I think they're only about $40 or $50 sealed. The same brand of boxes in Marvel, same brand, 1991, same year as this, were under $100. And then when Marvel kicked off, and everyone's like, "What's the first official Marvel set?" And that was the 91 Impel. Boxes went as high as $6,000. And then they've leveled off now around $1,000, but still they're $1,000. So, I think for $50, even if you don't freaking, it doesn't go to $500 or $1,000 and you don't flip the box, hey, you know what? I bought this for $50. It'll probably be a fun rip and open it. Like, you know what I mean?
I'll just put it on my shelf.
So, yeah, that's definitely one for sure.
So some of them on eBay right now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have a look.
DC.
I just like having product kind of just sitting there.
Oh yeah, I like this.
Nice
Stuff lying around.
Well, yeah, I like having the feeling of just having it there. Even I've got baseball there from '95 that I would never rip, but I like the box. And I only bought it because I thought it was barkable.
The thing with DC as well, I think it depends on Batman, but Batman comes out in March, and if they could really push it, if it's great, then who knows? Brian says he has so many of those DC cards that he ripped as a kid. Pedro said he just picked up a Death of Superman CGC 9.6 for $50.
Damn.
I'm guessing that's a comic.
It is a comic,
right?
yes.
Yep.
Yes, it is a comic. It's one of the most famous comics. I'm pretty sure it is the first comic that Superman actually dies in. I'm pretty sure, Pedro. You can probably fill us in on that. So yeah, a few interesting things. Is there anything else that you want to show? Any cards you want to show? Further
I've got plenty of cards to show, but I do have some sealed product that I could be talking to open one.
Ooh. What do we got there? Here we go.
It's got Spectra.
Yeah, Spectra might need to be a hard talk, but I got Mosaic, Contenders, Spectra, and Contenders Optic. So I'm thinking maybe Contenders Optic.
I'm leaving it to Saucy.
You've jumped on board. You said you're going to rip a box, whatever it may be, big or small. We're happy to view. So you feel free to do whatever, mate.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be a long-term hold. I'm hoping that as well. This is going to be too long and boring. So let's do a big little bang.
Oh, I love that product.
Yeah, nice. All right, get him up big, Saucy.
Get him up big. Hang on,
Saucy. You might have to rip a soccer box on here. We can't let everyone else rip, and we haven't ripped shit.
All right, let me.
You're big, Sauce. We don't want you big.
Oh shit, we don't want me. Shit, what have I done? It's all about me.
Pedro said that it is the first comic Superman dies with a double fatality against Doomsday. It's from 1993. It's the year that Sauce and I were born. $50 USD. I reckon that's a good buy.
Yeah, $50 USD. I'd be backing that.
I'll show you this. This is actually a recent purchase. I'll bring it up.
Hang on. All right, let's go.
Alrighty.
one.
I've only
straight
been
after
holding this
Ashton rips
since the
this bad
day it
boy.
came out.
Oh, here
Here
we
we
go.
go.
Come on.
Please.
Get one in
I
there.
just want to scream. I just want to yell.
Yeah, me too. I want to get moist. Oh well, I like the name on the back.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh,
Giannis.
come on.
Giannis.
Come
Come
on.
on.
And that I'm a Giannis guy.
Come on.
Actually, I can't look. I'm not looking. I won't look and see if there's a number or anything.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
We have Rudy COVID Gobert.
Rudy Coved. That's what I called him.
Gobert.
Oh.
Graham. That's a silver. So she's got some color there. Oh, LaMarcus Aldridge. This is starting awesome.
Not a good
Marcus.
start.
Oh,
ooh.
I thought that was a redemption.
This is
Oh, it's backwards. It is a redemption.
Oh, come on.
Who's a redemption in this?
Is it Jar?
I don't know. Who we got here? RJ Barrett, 2009 draft. And before we have a look at the Giannis, because I know I'm going to like that, let's have a look at this.
What do we got? Here we go.
Rookie variations season ticket blue, numbered 106. Ja Morant.
Let's go!
Bang! Let's go! Let's go!
Let me take my shirt off.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
Ashton, I love it.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
I'll take that. I've got an RPA of his, but I haven't got a nice contenders. And then
They're the Giannis.
playing the numbers, 20 rebounds. That's a nice cracked ice looking.
Yeah,
I don't know if
nice
it's number
card,
one.
nice period. I like Contenders optic. It just pops nice. It's a
Yeah.
it's a really
Alright.
nice product.
Not numbered, but that's a PC card.
The jar is
Doesn't
the
matter,
hit,
mate.
and
You
it
get the
is
Ja
a
Morant
big
redemption.
one.
Yeah.
That
Let's
is
go.
huge. Well
Yeah,
done.
That's huge.
The jar.
Bang.
Lovely.
Good
Lovely,
stuff,
lovely.
mate. You chose wisely. I love it.
Oh,
I did.
yeah, very
You know
nice.
what? If that end up being like a like fucking, I don't know, a Plumlee or something like that, I think I would have started drinking after I ended this.
Nice.
Doesn't matter,
Well
mate. You
done.
can still drink, but now it can be drinking with joy.
Yeah.
I can drink on a profit. I've already made a profit today. I'm good.
That's it. Very nice. I like it. That is awesome.
I won't go through my Giannis cards because, well, I'll show you how big they are. Like that's. I don't know if
Don't
you can
worry,
see
mate.
it.
Hopefully, one time I can catch you in person. Then you can
Yeah,
see me in
man.
person for sure.
That's all my Giannis. That's a Giannis and Hill PC. But one of my favorite cards has to be that one.
Oh, hang on, mate. I got to get you up big. This. We can't do it this justice. Here we go. The GOAT.
Oh,
The guy, nice on card, ball boy.
What's the actual variant of the card? What is it?
This one is the 2004-5 Ultimate Signatures Ultimate Collection. So I believe it's the Upper Deck Ultimate Collection Ultimate Signatures.
Nice.
That's a nice card.
Here we go. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't go wrong with a Michael Jordan auto.
No,
Definitely.
my father has a Jordan rookie. That's the first card he bought when I was talking him into getting into cards last year.
Graded raw.
Graded, but it's a BCCG 7, but it's like a weak PSA 4, strong PSA 3 maybe,
Okay.
if you regrade.
Still good to have it. Sick card.
That's it, man. Yeah, when Dad said, "Oh, what do you want to jump into?" and he's like, he was looking at the Zions and all that. I'm like, no, go the GOAT. You can't go wrong with the GOAT. And his next card was an out of 25 Kobe auto. So,
Nice.
I'm staring him right.
He's gone.
100%,
Yeah,
You've gone vintage legends and steered clear of the modern madness as it is.
Well, yeah,
So,
man. I've been there before. I've been here since the 90s. I've kind of played these games, and you kind of see some of these things. It's just this year was a little bit more rampant up and down than usual.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Alrighty, Saucy, do you have anything you want to rip?
Oh man, I feel like I got to rip something. Surely, hang
Well,
on, mate.
I ask you because I'm going to tell you to rip something. In the meantime, speaking about comics, this was like a purchase. The wife was out at TK Maxx. Yeah, she was out there and she goes, "Oh, I saw this on the shelf," and she's like, "I thought I'd just pick it up," and I was just like, "Okay," because she knows I love Batman and stuff. But it's a graphic novel, but it's the Batman Noir Black Mirror, and then everything inside is in black and white. The whole entire. It's just pretty sick.
I didn't like the noir when it first came out, and then I understood the artisticness of it.
Yeah,
yeah, nice.
It's a nice.
It's a bit like I like
US,
the Impeccable.
35 USD on the back, but when you pick it up for 10 Australian.
Sick.
All right, what are you ripping, Sauce?
I just grabbed the first thing. I found it.
Select.
I found the blaster. Select blaster. It's been sitting there for ages. Let's rip it. I didn't rip anything on Christmas, so this
Yeah, I didn't either. I was going to open that Contenders. I needed someone to rib me. I needed someone to push me a bit because it's $1,000.
Hey, if you ever want to rip anything, just come on a Wednesday evening when we do our podcast. We're happy to. We will definitely G you up to rip.
I might actually. I think I might have
one.
I might have an ETB I could rip. I might just rip a Pokemon ETB just for the sake
Go on,
of it.
Doma.
I'll go grab it.
We could go a box battle. I've got an ETB too.
There we go. Oh, we're going to be here for another half an hour.
Yeah. It ain't going to stop.
All right. You can't really pull much good in these. Alibi.
Can you get elephant or one of those prints?
Yeah, I think you can get some of those.
Yeah,
variants
and
off
there's
that.
autos like a couple per case of blasters.
Yeah. I mean, I just had this sitting here. I think I just bought this off someone on Facebook. I was like, I'll just rip it. Not that I was too keen to rip Select after they changed it to retail, but
Yeah. Well, see, that's the catch-22. More people can get it, but then there's more printed.
Yeah, I mean, it is good in a way. I mean, this is a Naismith box. I've already hit a hollow and a insert. There we go. We got Duncan Robertson. No good. Onyeka. And then a
Gallinari.
Got a AD base. Lou Williams. Lemon Pepper Lou. Joey Ingles. And hollow. I mean, this is underwhelming after Ashton's box. We got Anthony Edwards base. That's no one's buying those. Tony Graham and Norman Powell. Oh, this is that what's that? The tricolor.
All right, the design of the Norman Powell, that looks all right.
Yeah, look. I mean, the design's all right. All right.
What am I?
Corey Irving. Who's this? Isaiah Joe. Is he even getting minutes? Gary Harris and a Colin Sexton. That was pretty underwhelming.
Pretty good.
But I had to rip something.
All right. I am ripping. I didn't realize what I had to rip. All right. But I'm actually ripping a Shining Fates ETB. So I'm going for the famous black Charizard VMAX. I didn't realize what I'd be ripping. Is that the one with
the EV on it? Is that the one with EV on the front of it?
Yeah, it's bad boy. I saw you had it there before on your shelf.
I've got two. If we wanted to make this go for a bit longer, we could do a box battle, but nah. Maybe we can do that in the new year.
I think that's a good idea. But there's also
we can do that in the new year. I've got a couple of. I think I've got two of those sitting around, so I'm happy to.
So
on board
I'll bring up. I can
sure.
actually bring up the hits here so you can see them quickly before I start ripping it. So the hits are. Well, it's going to come up small because I'm big.
You got to swap it around.
So
there's a Zard over here that we're going for. Any of these will do. They're not worth anything, to be honest. But then you got these black and gold Eternatus cards, and then a whole bunch of other just hollows. All right.
What's the one you need, Dom? The black and gold.
The Black Zard. If I hit that, then I'll probably start screaming. Carry
on with the pork chop.
Like a
Can we get a Jonah Hill like?
Get rid of that. That's gone. How many packs we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 packs. Nice ETB. As you know, it comes in with all the stuff. Promo card is the Eevee in the plastic. I will not be opening that. I can't be bothered ripping that. All right, let's have a look. Move all this. Impromptu rips, always the best. All right, let's see how we go here. Card trick is, I think, 4 from the back on these. Funnily enough, cousin of mine got some Pokemon cards for Christmas. And as we did say earlier on, it's just the fun, and you said it too, Ashton, picking up cards when you're I'll just go through the base. All right, so reverse holo of Luxio. Or which way am I going? This way. And then a Luxray holo. It's just that joy, like even seeing kids open packs and they're just loving it. He did okay. He did hit a gold, but unfortunately it was an energy card. So unlucky for him. And I'm like, oh no. I was just like, if I knew you were getting Pokemon cards, I would have brought some top loaders and penny sleeves for you. Next minute he rips out.
It's like the Greg O'Dan of Pokemon cards.
It's funny, hilarious. Energy. I'll just get to the
show us the hits, mate.
Wheezing and a Zarude, which I think I got jibbed on that box, to be honest. Where was
the pack?
Yeah, I definitely got jibbed on the pack. You meant to get like a reverse holo or holo. And I don't even think I got... Is that anything? No. It's all base. That's nice. Thanks.
Hopefully it doubles up in another pack.
Yeah, 2 Zards in a pack. That'd be good.
Yeah. If not, complain.
Yeah. Yeah, to EB. They'll be like, oh, you can buy this. Yeah. ETB is like, EB is like, you can buy this ETB again, but it's actually gone up 50% since you purchased it. So, and then a Buizel and a Crobat VMAX. Not bad.
Yeah, that's all right.
Full art there. That's probably going to be the hit, let's be honest. I remember when I bought the Celebrations ETB on the 20th anniversary, I got, I reckon, 4 full art cards in it. It was like unbelievable. I don't think the hit rates are exactly the same as that.
I haven't gone too well on the latest ETBs, but on the 25th anniversary one, when I started doing that, I was going pretty good.
Boss's orders and Boss's orders.
Huh.
That's great. We just want the Charizard. It'd be his big hit on here as the Jarmarant and the Nick Nat Nui Cardcraft that we pulled source out of. Oh, here we go.
I don't think we're going to relieve that moment. Sorry, mate.
I don't know what I got here. All right, get rid of that. It's a full art. It's something. Oh, Toxtricity V and Cinderace V. Whoop.
That had the right colours and stuff.
Yeah, full art and a full art holo. Oh, damn. I genuinely thought I saw dark borders and I thought Charizard. That's okay. You can't complain though. It's been actually pretty good so far. Get rid of all these. This, just a reverse holo, and Dreadnought, which is a base.
What else do you get in the ETB?
You get the dice, you get the sleeves, you get a whole pack of energy cards. Just the usual for an ETB. We've got a Reboot Holo and a holo of Indeedee. I got 3 left. Last pack has a Zard on the front of it. So
The sign.
take that as you will. Rillaboom. And that was it. Rest is all base. 2 packs left. It's been pretty underwhelming. Very underwhelming.
Oh, last pack, Mojo. Save it all for the end.
I might just go through here. All right. I saw the colors because I opened up a Japanese version of this box, and this is actually one of the bigger hits, and it is a Kyogre Rainbow
Nice.
Holo.
Yeah, they
Nice.
are easy. Yeah.
Nice hit there. All right, last pack, Mojo. Should have weighed the pack. All right, get rid of that. Give us something. I don't think we're going to get anything here, lads. A Nicket, and that's the last card. But on a recap, these 4 here, it's not too bad out of
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah,
So,
not bad.
not great, but not shit house either. So
Yeah.
There's my little rip. In something. Oops, don't want that one. Get rid of that.
What do you guys think the price would be on that? If Blues are out of 99, I was just having a look around at the prices. It's kind of up and down from what I thought.
So Optic ticket.
Yeah, Optic Blue, rookie auto. So it's going to be on card out of 99. This is the Ja Morant one. What do you think that's going to hover around?
I reckon 2,500.
Yeah, the last sold 2,500 USD. And then there's 11.94 for a BGS 8.5. But they were asking $4,000 for it. So I think if he does something good, it should go back up to what, 3 USD, 3,000 USD.
So this one here,
probably he dipped a little bit because he was injured, but he's back now.
Yeah, but yeah,
so he must have signed these. They must have these on hand.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a whole heap
they're
of
on
them.
card. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
there's a whole heap
that's
of
a
them out
different
of
one that I'm
circulation.
looking at. What's that one? That's the.
So that's a Blue Prism. What did you have?
A rookie variation season ticket blue.
Rookie variation.
Yeah.
Optic.
I'm only seeing the one that you've got up there, and then I'm seeing one that he's facing the other way in a dribble.
Yeah, so one of them's the variation. I don't know which is the variation, whether it's the one
Yeah.
that's passing the ball or it's the one he's dribbling the
Yeah.
ball.
Oh, that's all right. It's all good. I'll
Doesn't
research
matter.
that.
They're
Yeah,
both numbered to 99, so
that's it. That's it. A beautiful, beautiful. Like,
Yeah,
on
that's
card.
huge.
Lovely.
Perfect.
yeah, good stuff.
All right, gents. I think we'll have a final little wrap up, Sauce and I, and we might call it quits on the pod. But thank you so much for jumping in. Everyone that jumped in, everyone that's joined, we appreciate it. Thank you for ripping product. Was not expected, but very much appreciated at the same time. So thank you very much for doing that, gents. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
As you should be. As you should be.
No worries. Thanks for joining, Ashton. Thanks, James, as well. Appreciate it. And everyone else. Cheers, boys.
Be back on next year.
Yeah, thanks for your support. Appreciate it.
Cheers, fellas.
All right, Saucy, I'm going to ask you straight out what you want to see in 2022.
Yeah, look, I don't think we're going to see it, but as I said, I'd like to see the companies have some thought into some of the sets that they're bringing out. Just not regurgitating the same stuff over and over and over again. Such kabooms, color blasts, the same regurgitated stuff. Color Blast, as much as they changed the splash on the background, like it's really not that much different. Same with Kaboom, they're not really doing anything really different. So yeah, I hope we get some more variety on the inserts across different sports. And then at the same time, I also hope that they're more vigilant on their rookie stuff, especially when it comes to soccer.
Yeah.
And in the new Premier League set, I don't want to be seeing rookie logos on guys that already have a card already, or have already played in other leagues for multiple years before coming over, and they might have a sticker that is actually considered their rookie. So, and there might be 28, 29, them giving RCs to guys in Prison Premier League that are 30 years old. Like, it's ridiculous. I just hope that that's not the case.
Hey, we want to wrap it up, Source, and look who's jumped in.
Look at that. I just ended an episode with Andrew, and I'm like, I'm going through my stuff. I'm going through it. I'm like, oh, these guys, there's no way they're still on. It's like an hour and a half. This is going to be a marathon. I'm like, let me go see it. And I click it, and I'm like, oh, shit, they're going to let me in. Let me jump into my seat here. I'm like running around my room.
What's happening, man?
What's up, guys?
What's happening? Nothing much.
First of all, oh, my God. Yes. So Saucy's arms are out. Look at this. Go find yourself some sleeves, man. I don't know. I'm going to start licking my camera. And you, forget about it. You want to talk about handsome. What's with the blonde locks there? What are you doing? What is this?
Gone Brad Pitt on you.
Get yourself like a big pink sweater and you could go full Kyle Kuzma for the show. It's great. I love it.
That's the best one yet. That's the best one yet.
I love it.
We're literally just giving a recap in terms of like what we want to see in 2022, Cage. So for those that are listening, for those that are watching that may not know the man just below us, that he's Cage Lawyer. He is one half of the Luca Tigers and Bronze podcast, who are absolutely flying at the moment. Over 500 episodes, closing in on 550.
Yeah, man.
Very, very quickly. So in
every
next
day.
Week and a half, every day.
Every day. And we're starting a SGC sponsorship January 1st. So that should be some fun. Get some free grades for every month, free grades for listeners. So that should be nice. And guys, listen, 2022, it's great to have these end of year episodes. I get to do one every day, but you'll get a little advance on an episode we haven't released yet. And it's Andrew's like, give me one word for 2022. And I said, fun. So it's what's been missed.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties on double
coverage, my back?
Just like on LTB.
I think I'm back.
Now we know what.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back. Now we know what Andrew has to go
It's
through.
my phone, and it was actually Andrew calling me. It's funny because I hung up on him quick because I got a work thing, and then I tried calling him. Anyway, it's fun, right? Because we're all, we get bogged down in this stuff. It's what are we going to flip? What are we going to buy? Who's chasing what? I got stuck in the ultra moderns. You're chasing the silvers and the golds and the this and the that, and we kind of miss this every once in a while. What makes these things so collectible? What makes so many people want these things is it's fun. And what's fun for me might be different for what's fun for you, right? You guys found the grid F1 cards and had more fun opening those than maybe any other content out there, right? Finding the Schumacher cards and the Uncle Larry's and all the other crazy stuff, right? Like that, we need more of that in 2022. And if I could wish something for the hobby going forward, trust me, the money will come if you have fun. Right? I don't know if you guys had David Peck on. It was the first guest we ever had on our show. It was somebody who I knew beforehand. He's a wrestling guy. And he turned his passion, his fun wrestling into grading wrestling cards, collecting wrestling, and the money came. Trust me, he's making a killing with these wrestling cards. So don't miss out on the fun because, if you buy something you have fun doing, you share that fun with people, it builds up a community, it builds up fun, you get to story tell around the cards that you have. And if it goes down 10%, 20%, you're not ready to kill yourself and sell at a loss and try to find something else. And then all of a sudden it's a slippery slope. So that would be kind of like for 2022, what I want. Yeah, I mean, it'd be easy for you to say, all right, we're going to move away from golds and we're going to move into this type of card. But it's more for me, just, enjoy, have fun, find more people you can, have share the collecting experience with. I hope in Australia, COVID is slowing down. I don't know if you guys got this Omicron crap that we got.
It's ramping up again.
Yeah, same here. But I want shows.
But we don't care anymore here now.
Because you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
Everybody's vaccinated. Okay. Well, I mean, the shows, once you guys you guys got robbed last year. A lot of people don't realize this. Like, you were going to be the main attraction for a huge card show there, basically live streaming the whole deal, and you weren't able to go. You know, my hope is that there's an even bigger show this year that you guys are like the main content providers for going forward. You get to meet more people in Australia. You get to get out of Australia and meet more people, because I'll tell people, my most fun I had this year, I made plenty of money on cards, was going to the national and meeting people, shaking hands, you know, getting to say hello to people, meet people for the first time who I've spoken with, you know, many times over, because that's what keeps this going. It's what keeps the hobby going in the times where the card prices might kind of dip a little bit.
100%. Azuro actually said, Cage, you want to know when you're doing cigar night in Australia?
I'm coming. You know, I mean, do you guys have cigars in Australia? Do you smoke cigars? Is there like
cigar bars and everything there?
Is there like a fancy? Everything. Is there like an Australian brand? Like, you don't grow tobacco. Right? You import them in, right? There's no Foster's cigars, right? It's no
Foster. No, there's no Foster's.
VB cigars,
like kangaroo piss flavored cigars. None of that, right? No. All right. You never know what you guys do down there. You know, it's fun. Meanwhile, there's some cartoon, Back to the Outback. You guys seen this yet? My son has made me watch this like 50 times.
No?
It's about like a snake and a koala bear and like all these.
They're in the out or something, is it?
It's on one of those streaming, Netflix or Amazon or whatever it is. But he cannot get enough of it. The accents, you know, they escape. And of course, in Australia, every animal can kill you. They look cute, but they're all deadly.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty much. Even a pigeon.
Kind of like Dama. I mean, look how cute he looks. Yeah. But he's deadly. He's deadly. But anyway, I don't know what the hell we're watching this. Dude, I'll come to Australia. I've always wanted to go to Australia. You know, if for no other reason.
We've got a big show in Feb. I think it's 2 weeks after the Mint Collective.
Nice.
So obviously I'm not going to be there. Source is not going to be able to make it Mint Collective. Grayson will be there. We had those comments and stuff. I tagged him in about that. So he's going to be representing Australia down there. I actually am heading over to the States, or the 51st state that's outside of the States. I'm going to Hawaii in April. I plan on trying to message some people and stuff on there, and just to see if I can catch up with anyone, pop into some card stores, just introduce myself, but nothing on mainland USA planned at the moment.
You'll get there soon enough.
I will. I've been there so many times. I know I had a chat to you about it and said that I've been so many times, and I love New York to death, and it's the place that
makes one of us.
I know.
It's a lovely place to visit.
So just my take for 2022 is going to be completely different to a lot of people. Actually, a lot of people said that before you jumped on, Cage, everyone was saying accessibility to product and card prices not being as expensive, and more inventive designs, not just regurgitating designs and QC on card products. Mine's a bit different, and I'm shifting away from products, and I'm going into our space. So our space is content creation, and could be a bit controversial. Could be but it makes sense. It makes sense when you hear it. You agree with me, Saucy. I know you agree.
I will not. I'm going to give you a lemon for it.
Nah, you're not.
I already know.
Andrew's going to be the lemon. Oh. Hey, you know what's funny? We don't
Boom,
need a rig.
lemon.
We actually there it is. We actually don't need to rig anything for Andrew to win it. The community's literally giving it to him because they reckon he is.
It doesn't matter what he said. He just they see him and he's lemon.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
No, he's been a really good sport on it though.
Oh, of course.
No, we love Andrew. We love both of you guys. You're awesome. But my take is literally, I said it at the top of the show. We're so lucky now that with technology, we're able to connect with people over in the States and people in Europe and people literally all over the world. And I know there's card shows in the States, there's card shows in Australia when they happen. I don't know Europe's situation. I know they're more stickers. They got sticker shows probably, but the whole thing is bringing us all together and educating each other in an area. I don't know who runs it, who facilitates it, but it could be like a roundtable discussion, which is aired for people to come in, listen, drop questions. But it's one of those things that I'm not an expert on everything. You're not Cage. Source isn't. But on F1, we could come in and give a bit of a history behind F1. I know that now there's been a lot more education, and Lou's educated himself a shit ton, and now Ryan's getting into it as well, which is awesome. But, with soccer cards, you could give us a rundown here in Australia, people that are into baseball cards. This is what to collect. This is what you should be looking at if you're into rare cards. And these are the stock of the cards and just everything, products. I think it'd be something that we actually have the potential to do that now. It could be in the metaverse for all we know, but it's definitely a potential and something that can be done, and it can be done so much easier than organizing a card show.
Yeah.
Try and get everyone globally in one spot is impossible. To get everyone globally in one spot online is possible.
Very easy. Oh yeah.
That's what I would love to see in 2022. I'd love to have people there from, I don't know, card companies like Panini. I'd love to have Josh Luber there because, and Josh is awesome because we listen to him on your podcast, and all these other pods that he's been on. But
he did good. I wasn't
he's
easy
been
on him.
awesome.
He did good.
Yeah, I know. He's awesome because he's an open book. He's so transparent. And that's what you want, transparency. We can have people from grading companies, from PSA. We'll have Nat on, and
we won't get anyone from BGS. Let's be honest, they don't do any.
Because if it's run by LTB, Andrew's not letting anyone from BGS through the door at the moment.
It's true.
Full ban.
It's very
now
true.
You want to do something.
You know what it is? I think Andrew's older than he lets on, and I'm pretty sure when he was in college playing soccer at Drexel, he had a bad game once, and Dr. James Beckett stole his girlfriend. I think that's what happened. There's got to be something like that. There's got to be some story. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
I love it.
No, but listen, I love the idea. Well, they come with that hairstyle. He's making fun of your hair. But no, I love the idea, and it really is a great thing. You saw virtual stuff, virtual card shows, that kind of stuff. That could be a virtual content. Get the Panini guys in there, and just to kind of piggyback on that, I'd love to see maybe at the National this year. I don't know who does it. I don't know whether a distributor can do it or some of the podcasts have a bunch of partners, but no, Bull, there should be a podcast row. There really should be let's bring it into the future. Get the Card Talk guys, get us, Stacking Slabs, the Cardladder guys if they wanted to, and have them each chat with the people who are there at the National. All the celebrities, Luber will be there. He can run from one to the next and spend 2 hours, spend 15 minutes with each one, whatever it is, and go through. And it's great. You get content, you get people like you guys can ask questions, that are for your audience, and, a little more specific to the, the stuff that you're doing. And it could, it could be a lot of fun. So I like the idea. I like the idea on content, and it allows me, I'll jump out and let you guys chat with Charlie. But
no, stick in because Charlie, I don't know, have you met before?
Yeah. We talked to Charlie. We definitely did.
Charlie is probably the one that you would want to meet at Mint Collective.
Nice.
I'm not sure if you're going over, Charlie. Charlie knows.
I'll be there.
Everyone. Yeah. Also, there you go. So you want to spend time with Charlie. Don't worry about Grayson.
Well, Charlie was the one who, when we set up a call for Cherry to come on our show, Charlie was the guy there, and we had a couple people who were like, "Where's Grayson?" And I'm like, why do we want Robin when we got Batman?
Exactly.
I mean, Charlie's the one that runs the show. He's the one with the utility belt. I mean, the other guy's just for show.
Every turn we get is a jab at Grayson. He loves it.
No, but guys, before we jump onto that, let me just give you guys a little bit of credit here. This has been an interesting year, right? With all the crazy stuff that's gone on in the hobby, a lot of people came in and left. And that's collectors who came in and left. There are people who came in on a high and invested in the wrong things. And the hobby, like anything else, has its ups and its downs, and it's not for the faint of heart. And there are people who come in, and when it's not easy, they leave, right? It wasn't as easy as a garage sale, a sneaker flip, a mug life. It might not have been as easy to make money as Gary Vee told everybody it was going to be, right? That goes double for what you guys do, right? So think about all the content folks who came in and left during the last 12 to 15 months, right? Because everybody thought it was easy to do. Right, and even the people who are here are not putting out as much content, not doing the stuff that they were doing. And I can name quite a few podcasts that never get off the ground. It's easy to start; it's not easy to keep doing what you're doing. And you guys have really built up one hell of a following, a great show. A lot of it is really the chemistry between you two guys. And it's not bullshit takes. You're respected in what you do. You back up what you guys say, and you add a little fun to it. So end of year, another thing. Give you guys credit. You guys have stuck it out. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's hard to show up. You guys have lives, right? You're doing other things. The world itself doesn't make it easy for you to show up and do this stuff every day. So you guys show up and you put your content out there, and for what it's worth, thank you guys, because it's good content. And I appreciate all the contributions you have. So thanks.
We really appreciate that. We appreciate the support of like everyone, our whole community here and abroad. I know we've had Charlie was one of our first guests that jumped on and helped us out as well. And it's always tough when you're trying to get guests on initially. And the support from here, homegrown, and yourselves, especially over in the States, you and Andrew have done so much for us, and we really do appreciate it. I know sometimes we're not as we say, we're not the cup of tea for people, and that's fine. And some people may not want to listen to Australians giving take on American sports, and that's fine. I completely understand, but
when it comes to F1, you should listen to us.
That's true.
That's right. No, just kidding. But it's more just like we want to try and create content and have fun, man. It's been
you could tell.
Building
That's what it is.
So.
It is about creating community and having fun. And I think we do all right at that. I think.
Anyway, Charlie's just sitting there. Charlie from Cherry, thank you for jumping in.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
In. Now, anytime. We were just discussing a few things on moments in 2021 that you enjoyed, or potentially what you would love to see in 2022. So. Any thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Okay. The biggest thing I remember from this year was the big, Fanatics dropping the bomb. For me, that was the biggest year, the biggest news from this year. So the amount of conversations that were started around that, I was reading stuff on Blowout. I was reading stuff on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. So that, and all the speculation that everybody was having in those initial times. And then, more news started dropping. Hey, it's not just the baseball. They might have the NBA. They might have the NFL. So that was probably the most exciting bit of news, I guess, this year. We had a cool evening where we got to join StockX when they launched their operation here in Australia. So that was really cool, getting to go over and hang out with those guys, and take pictures of Grayson posing next to stupid cards, trying to keep our podcast going. Because,
Charlie, how come they didn't take pictures of you, man? You're the better looking one.
Yeah, well, that's what I always say.
I mean, it's not even debatable.
Grayson claims he is handsome, and he says that people, mostly his mum, tell him that he is handsome.
I've heard he refers to himself as a silver fox.
Yeah, he calls himself the silver fox. He says he used to say, he doesn't anymore, that he, when he was younger, he resembled Patrick Swayze, which is not true.
Wow.
Like at all. Patrick Swayze did not have a nose that large.
Wow. So he's like a silver dingo. It's really
Patrick
more like
Swayze never wore glasses. Yeah. Whereas Grayson has always worn glasses. If there's anybody that he looks like
Buddy Hackett.
He looks like a home brand
so old
Joe Hildebrand. If you're an Australian, if you're into Australian media, he looks like Joe Hildebrand. Is what he looks like. I thought that was Joe Hildebrand, but it was Grayson. US people won't get that at all, but look him up.
No, there are very few Australians we know. I mean, if you really want to dive deep, Yahoo Serious, maybe.
Yeah, that's deep.
That's deep. We know Crocodile Dundee.
Cage, this is Joe Hildebrand. Aussies will be familiar.
I'm not going to lie.
It looks like
there's Grayson.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's Grayson or
100%.
I completely agree with that. He's a great comparison.
Now pull
Yeah.
up Buddy Hackett and see if you think he looks like Buddy Hackett.
Okay.
Okay, I picture Buddy Hackett. See if he looks like Buddy
What is
Hackett. No, okay.
Just a little bit.
That's just the guy I use for whenever people are like, I look like, and I'm like, Buddy Hackett, because he's just like a fat little. He was in the Herbie movies, you know, for you race cars.
Yes.
Buddy Hackett.
I
There you
love
go.
Herbie movies.
I never met this Grayson guy. I'm gonna get a high five definitely at Min Collective. I'm gonna get a hug.
Oh yeah. Oh look, we're excited about it. Hope I hope that I really am fingers crossed that nothing happens here in terms of the government deciding that they're going to change the rules for travel. Hopefully that doesn't happen because everything is booked. We've got I don't know. I think it's about a week in Vegas around the show dates, and then we've maybe got a couple of days to go to California and see Burbank,
Nice.
and maybe do some other bits there before we come home.
You're doing it the right way. I'm flying in Friday and leaving Sunday. Like I'm there the days of the event, and not enough time to go see Wayne Newton or nothing. I mean,
Not even Wayne Newton. Or the last time I was there, which Grayson still teases me about, is I went to see Penn and Teller because I like Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller's good.
Cool. I still think they're cool. He teases me about it. He's like, "Oh, why don't we go and see Penn and Teller? Why don't you go see Penn and Teller again?" I said,
but what did he do
"Maybe I
instead?
will."
What did he do instead? What was he planning for you to do instead? What is the happening night for Grayson?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably like he probably want to go and see like Britney or the Usher concert or something. Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna Usher's pound for pound one of the greatest performers of all time. So I can't really, I can name like one Usher song, maybe. Does he actually perform in Las Vegas? Here's a little known fact: Usher and I share a birthday.
Wow.
When kids look that up, it's like, what famous people have the same birthday as you? He's the most famous. Like, no one was born on October 14th. There's no real famous October 14th people. So I've been stuck with Usher. Maybe in the last 10 years, maybe somebody else was born who becomes famous. I'm going to have to wait for some YouTuber, Tommy Innit maybe, or somebody who's going to be, October 14th. Well, gentlemen, listen, we just crossed 2 hours. I'm going to let you go and have your fun. I got a shrimp on the barbie. I got to go take off.
Thanks for popping in.
Later. Take care, guys.
See you,
See you
man.
guys. Thank you.
So what's news, Charlie? What do you want to see in 2022? What do you want to see in the hobby?
Oh, 2022. Well, obviously we're really excited about the Mint Collective and meeting all of these people who've been following for since sort of late 2019 when people really started pouring in and like Rip and Collect, Cage, the Luca Nation, those guys, and maybe shaking hands with some of the big boys like Ken Golden, maybe Josh Luber, some of those guys. So that's initially the first thing. Then there's hopefully the Hobby Hangout, which is happening in Melbourne in early Feb.
Yeah, early Feb. I think it's 16th of Feb.
Okay, yep. We've got the store move, which is going on at the moment, which is almost complete. I'm pretty sure Blakey's actually broadcasting from the new location today, which is pretty cool. So that's an opportunity for everybody there in terms of Blakey will have a new look. He's got an opportunity to set things up, instead of them being sort of tacked onto each other as it goes. Yeah. There's like a clean slate with lots of space where he can set up things. How would you want it set up with a brand new setup? Same with the Dispatch boys. They have a way more space and an opportunity to set things up. Like instead of trying to fit everything into a tiny area, how would we set it up to make everything just easier for us? And And in terms of like the whole hobby, I don't know. It'd be cool to see things sort of. I mean, it has been cool to see things settle recently.
Yeah.
A little bit from being, instead of being the fever pitch where things were at this time last year. We think we were really in the middle of it, and then it began to taper out from out to sort of March, and so settling a little bit more into 2022 would be good, so that we can sort of plan for what we're going to do next. We've got Hobart store opening soon. I think January 12th I'll be back up. We're all down at the shack at the moment, having some sunshine. But so that will be fun because we've got some good ideas for content to come out of there. We'll have some podcast studio in there, and
Nice.
And Grayson's got some weird ideas for TikTok content that he comes up with a new one every day. Of like, I want to do this. I think this would be a good TikTok. Of like, weird card content for TikTok, because he reckons we don't use TikTok and we don't use TikTok very well at the moment. So all of those things will be 2022. It's going to be great fun. Yeah.
Well, I think we're
Store
all
in
looking
Sydney.
forward to it.
Store in Sydney, Charlie.
Eventually, yeah. Eventually, the difficult thing for a large store like that, the Hobart one's been relatively easy for us to get underway, because it's really just me and Grayson. I mean, it's kind of it's me and G with a studio that also has a storefront at the front, so it's pretty easy to get that set up when it's just me and him. And we grew up down the street from each other, so there's no problem about who's going to run the store or who can take it over, that sort of thing. The big thing for a store like a Sydney store is finding all those people who are going to be left there to run it. That's the sort of the big thing.
Yeah,
I think obviously it'd be a much more expensive venture, trying to find the right space, or whether you tried with like a pop-up in the CBD, instead of trying to do the full thing, like the same as Melbourne. Because the new Melbourne space is big. Like when I went there a couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh man, this operation is going to be big. Everybody's going to have their own. The singles guys have got their own. They've almost got their own wing. So Tabby and Damo will be in there. There's another section for putting together all of the mystery boxes, like Pound of Pokemon, Pound of NBA, all of those guys that people always want, but we can never keep in stock because in the old store, that the area for that is literally like a quarter of a desk, and somebody's got to try and sit there and pump out 100 of these boxes in a day, and it just doesn't happen. So that's exciting. The dispatch guys have got a huge space as well. There's offices, like Dale's going to have an office. If you get called into Dale's office, that's going to be scary. And I think there's even a break room, which is awesome, and some sort of
awesome. That is so cool.
A bit of parking not far away as well. Like there's on the street parking. If you're fortunate enough to see one, you can grab a spot straight out in front instead of getting your car towed like some people have been out the front of the old store. So that's a big operation. So maybe a Sydney store would be something where you'd have something similar to Hobart, maybe, where it'd be sealed boxes, packs, and then a rotation of singles that sort of, maybe they come out of Melbourne, $5 box, $10 box, $20, $50 boxes. They come down to Hobart, and then Hobart has them for a month or so. People go through them. and then that gets wrapped up and sent up to the Sydney store, and sort of does a rotation to get through all those stores, something like that. Maybe I'm sure G and Dale have got other ideas.
And the new location here in Melbourne, are you able to? I think you haven't. Whereabouts it is?
I haven't posted where it is yet.
Suburb?
It's not far. It is literally not far from the King Street spot. It's like a couple of blocks away. If you're used to going to the King Street spot, you won't have to. You don't have to change much in the in your Google Maps.
I'm excited to go back in there and go through some boxes, mate, and then get a bit of in-store feel, and hopefully go in there and give some of the boys a bit of stick, whether it be good or bad. Just have a yarn to them. Yeah, I mean, we lost that obviously through COVID and not being able to access and go into the store and interact. With the fellas there, so I'll be excited to be able to do that. That'll be fun. That's what I'm looking forward to. You guys getting the new location is being able to go back in there and have a chat and stuff.
Definitely. Perfect. Well, I think we're running at 2 hours and 11 minutes. If you have anything for us, Charlie, feel free to fire away. You want to know anything deep and meaningful about us?
I don't know about deep and meaningful, but I would just say congratulations, guys. I would echo what Cage was saying earlier. Just congratulations on the grind of getting out the content. It is work. People see you on your phone, or they see you, making a stupid video, and often they're like, "You're not working, man. You're not working. You're just scrolling on Instagram and doing that sort of stuff." And it really is work to build up an audience, to build up a community. And you can very easily just go, look, I can't, I don't care this week. I'm not doing a podcast. I can't be stuffed. I'd rather watch TV, or I'd rather go to bed, or there's nothing new to talk about, so let's skip it for this week. And you can't, and you guys haven't, so you've because I often want to do it. I'm like, I can't be bothered today. I don't want to do the podcast, or Grayson's on the phone, so I can't be bothered talking to him, on Instagram Live to get that episode out. But it's not how you build an audience. It's not how you build your community. You have to get it out because people are waiting for it. If you give them that, weekly supply of content, or daily, or whatever it is, they're going to want to keep wanting it. So I say, well done, guys. Fantastic work. And, obviously you're going to keep it up. We're going to see you at the Hobby Hangout, which is going to be great fun. And, I say keep grinding it out in 2022.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It means a lot to us. And thanks again for all your support. We really do appreciate yourself and Cherry Collectibles as a whole company as well. So thank you very, very much. Ashton said, do you want to bust something, Charlie? Or
I don't have anything here. I think I've got some random. I found a pack of random Batman cards under my bed down here. I don't know why they're there. I think the kids probably found them.
Yeah.
But there wasn't anything cool in it. So I can't bust anything. I'm down at a beach house. So there's nothing down
by
here.
the beach, mate. That's a W already, mate.
That's already the win. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
So perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Charlie. We really do appreciate you jumping on. It means a lot.
No worries. Thanks for having me, guys.
Cheers.
See you.
Thanks, Charlie. Have a great new year.
All right, Sauce. It's been jam-packed.
And then there was two.
I gave my take. You gave your take. Honestly, from me to you, appreciate it, bro. Honestly, another year done. I'll probably see you in 2 days to do this Le Mans of the Year presentation.
Yes,
Obviously,
for Adam,
suit
who was
up.
asking in the chat, we haven't announced the Le Mans of the year. It is still in the running. Please go and vote on the last remaining vote.
4
you know,
left.
yeah, there's 4 options left, or there's 4 things to vote on, and then there will be obviously the semi-final and then the final matchup to win the Le Mans of the year, which will be announced on New Year's Eve. So on Friday, we will get on Friday. Obviously not, while everyone's getting on the piss, but more in the morning.
Probably about the same time.
Yeah,
as
probably
now.
about the same time, and do the announcement. So yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Might even just go on IG Live.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah,
maybe
we could be. Yeah, we might go on IG.
Actually,
Live
no, we
and
have to
just
do it on
there.
here because we've got some stuff planned. We've got some backdrops and we'll do it on here.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do it on here. We spent too much time.
We spent too much time developing
All
this award.
Perfect. Thanks again to everyone, to you two, Source, fronting up with me every week and tackling this as a team, and also jumping on all the other podcasts that we do, and everyone else in Coverage.Media that have their own podcast and they front up and they put in the work. Volunteering, nothing paid, none of us are paid, so we do it because we love it.
You guys, that's
right.
We
love it. We
getting
love you guys, the community. We love everyone here and abroad. You make this exciting every time we come on a Wednesday night, a Monday night, on a Saturday for crunch time. That's pre-recorded on a Wednesday, so we love it to death. Off the grid, the watch parties, everything's been awesome. We've added so much in 2021, and we'll bring you some new and even more exciting content
looking to evolve as well. Hopefully some new, we had some series that didn't quite go to plan. I mean, there was an NFT series that lasted 1 episode, and that's all we got, and we probably won't venture back down that down that again, but hopefully to bring some different and fresh content on top of the stuff that we already do, and keep building on what we've got here. But definitely look forward to meeting people in the hobby, people that have listened to us, people that have connected with us, meeting you guys, and not when I mean meeting you, like being able to shake your hand, cheers a frothy with you, that sort of stuff. Hopefully that we can get more of that happening in 2022, Doma. So
100%. On behalf of myself and the great man Source, for the last time on a Double Coverage podcast for 2021, keep living, loving, and breathing sports. It's Double Coverage. Peace.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Also, follow us on socials: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Talking all sports. Double Coverage.